What if your mum had to leave? Not just for the day, but far across the ocean. For Keely and Hayley, saying goodbye wasn't easy, but with a teddy, a compass, and the stars above, they discovered that love can shine across any distance. This is Under the Same Stars. The morning sun cast a warm golden glow across Keely and Hayley's bedroom, but its cheerfulness didn't quite reach Keely. She sat on the edge of her bed, listening intently. Downstairs, the low hum of her mum and dad's voices, usually a comforting sound, was different today, tense and filled with the rustling of fabric and the distinct sound of zippers. A sense of unease settled over Keely, and she slowly made her way to the top of the stairs, peering down. She saw her mum, Donna, dressed in her Royal Australian Air Force fatigues, kneeling in the living room with a duffel bag open beside her. Her dad, Jeff, was standing close by, his hands clasped together, his face forlorn. The rustling Keely had heard was her mum meticulously packing her military gear. When her mum looked up and saw her on the stairs, she paused what she was doing, and a sad, knowing smile spread across her face. She stood up, walked to the bottom of the stairs, and held her arms out. Keely came down and walked into her mum's embrace, Hayley not far behind. After a long hug, their mum knelt down so she was eye level with her daughters. "Hey, my darling," she said, her voice a little softer than usual. "The military needs me to go on a deployment overseas for a little while." Before she left, she gave Keely a new teddy bear, one with a small embroidered heart on its chest. "I got this for you," she explained. "It's a special bear. I recorded my voice in it, so whenever you give it a cuddle, you'll hear me telling you how much I love you." Keely looked at her, her big blue eyes filled with a question she didn't know how to ask. She only knew that a little while felt like an enormous, unknown stretch of time. Her mum pulled a small silver compass from her pocket. "This is a special compass," she explained, placing it in Keely's hand. "It always points north, and no matter how far away I am, across the ocean and in a different country, we can both look at the night sky and know we're under the same stars, guided by the same north." She promised to write letters and send pictures, and Keely in turn promised to take good care of her dad, her sister, their dog Buffy, and her new teddy bear, who would stand in as a brave soldier in the backyard. The farewell was a blur of hugs and tears, and then her mum was gone, deploying with her unit. The house felt too quiet, and the world seemed a little less bright, but every night Keely would give her new teddy bear a tight cuddle, and a familiar loving voice would whisper, "I love you, my darlings." She would also go outside and look up at the vast twinkling sky, holding the compass, a cold, smooth comfort in her palm. She wasn't just looking at a point of light, she was sending a silent message, a promise to be brave, just like her mum. As the days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, the letters and pictures kept arriving, each one a warm hug from across the ocean. In one letter, her mum drew a picture of a camel and wrote about how hot the desert was, with sand for miles and miles, and how she missed the green grass of their backyard. She described the desert nights with so many stars that they looked like a blanket of diamonds. She told Keely she was looking at the same stars and following the same north. The letters always ended with a reminder that her daughters were brave and strong. Keely would read them over and over again, tracing the words and the drawing of the camel. She continued to look at the stars with her compass, and every night she would give her teddy bear a tight cuddle, and a smile would spread across her face. Then one sunny morning, a different kind of sound filled the house. Not the quiet hum of packing, but the joyful, excited gasp of her dad. Keely ran to the front door, and there she was, no longer in her uniform, but in her beautiful blue dress. A wide grin on her face, she was home. Keely raced into her mum's arms, the compass still clutched in one hand. It wasn't needed anymore, not for direction or comfort, but as a reminder of the long journey. They spent the rest of the day in a joyful blur of hugs and laughter, sharing stories and celebrating her return with a big family dinner. As the sun set, Keely held her teddy bear, and her mum gave her a special long hug. She whispered, "You were so brave, my darling," and Keely knew that the little while was finally over, and their story together was just beginning. A note to all military families. We acknowledge and honour the strength and resilience of every single family member during deployment, not just the service member. We see you, we feel you. You are all incredibly strong. Thank you for sharing this story with us. Remember, no matter where we are in the world, we're always connected under the same stars. If you'd like more gentle stories like this one, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone you love.